Bizarre Brain Comics. Hello, Gary here for Bizarre Brain Comics. This is where I like to take a look at some older comics, older stuff. Take a look at the characters and creators, and then examine the stories and the art. This time, what I want to take a look at is from DC Comics. This is part 2 of a 4-part mini-series from 1985, Legionnaires 3. Now, this was a miniseries involving characters from the Legion of Superheroes. Hey, you know the Legion of Superheroes from the 30th century. Now I guess it's the 31st century. And let's see what the big book of knowledge has to say. DC Comics, Legionnaires 3, number 2 of 4 from 1985, by Keith Giffen and Ernie Cologne. Okay, I was never a real big fan of Legion of Superheroes, but I did enjoy them from time to time. And this is a 4-issue limited series from DC Comics in 1986. This is right there in that hazy area between years when the thing was produced and copyrighted for 1 year and cover dated for another. It was written by Keith Giffen and Mindy Newell. She did the script. And drawn by Ernie Cologne. This is a story featuring the 3 founding members of the Legion and their foe, the Time Trapper. Okay, the plot. Well, Time Trapper wants to eliminate the Legion. It revolves around the Time Trapper starting off playing a game of chess with the Superman villain Brainiac. Brainiac from the 20th century. And he plans to destroy the Legion, targeting Lightning Lad. At this point in time, in the story, Lightning Lad, Saturn Girl, and Cosmic Boy. And they're all, and the names are misleading because they're all adults in their 20s, have retired from the Legion. And Lightning Lad and Saturn Girl are married and have a baby. And Cosmic Boy is working at a university. Okay, and the Legion of Superheroes is created by Otto Binder and Al Plastino. Yeah, Otto Binder was very influential in the golden and early silver age comics in especially DC, but he was also an influential fiction writer, especially with his brother had the seminal book of that story rather, I, Robot, from which Isaac Asimov took the title for his book of robot stories. Okay, and the Legion of Superheroes, a group of superpowered beings in the 30th century. They first appeared in Adventure Comics 247 in 1958. And they were associated with Superboy and Supergirl and inspired by their legacy. Then, via time travel, they interacted personally, and both Superboy and Supergirl were honorary members of the Legion of Superheroes. I never quite liked that aspect of the Legion. Okay. Wait, is that all? Yeah, that was all. So, let's go. Take a look. Have an adventure in the 30th century with Legionnaires 3. Okay, here we have the cover of this issue, drawn by Ernie Colon. Shows the time trapper. He's that dark cloaked figure with the three Legionnaires as pawns on a chessboard, because the whole thing revolves around chess. And Ernie Colon did a lot of stuff. He was one of the co-creators of Iraq, a character I really like for DC, and illustrated for many issues. He was very good with a lot of the humor stuff for Marvel, doing damage control and some other things. In his style, his humor style, and with hints of it in his more adventurous style, goes back to I'd have to look, but I'm sure that he started off, or at least at one point, worked very heavily with the Harvey comics, doing stuff like Casper, because his humor style is right out of Harvey. This says 1935 to 1985, the 50th anniversary for DC Comics. And now take a look inside. From Hell to Eternity. And this starts off right in the middle. Now, from in the first issue, they don't do much recapping. But from what I understand, in the first issue, because I haven't read these in 35 years or so, the time trapper conceived his plot and trying to get these guys, and he sent his goons to the home of Lightning Lad and Cosmic Girl, and broke in. They trashed the place and kidnapped their little baby Graham. So now they've got the three here are going after the time trapper, and they know it's a trap, but they're going anyway. And let's see where it starts. Here they are. She is reading here. So you can see the image and a family portrait of all of them. You can clearly see the whole place is trashed. Remember, this is the 30th century, so everything is futuristic looking, and Cosmic Girl is grieving for the loss of her baby, while we see in the caption some dialogue, and that is from Lightning Lad. He's talking on the phone with his own sister, Lightning whatever her name is, Lightning Lass, who is a current member of the Legion, saying, no, don't come over, blah, blah, blah. The baby's not feeling well. We just want to stay home, because she was supposed to come over for a little visit, and because they don't want anyone else to know about this kidnapping just yet. And here you can see Cosmic Girl. Oh. But we're coming, Graham, all of us. Me, Daddy, and Uncle Rock. We're coming to bring you home, Graham. They have weird names in the 30th century. And here, then Lightning Lad said he's not not thrilled with having to lie to his sister like that. And back at the Legion headquarters, she is not happy. She suspects something is not right, but she'll check in on him later. Something's not right. She's suspicious. Here at the university, Cosmic Boy trying to get time off. He's a coach for a magnetic game because his powers are magnetically based. And getting a leave of absence. The term just started. Yada yada yada. But he's got to go. So they give it to him. Then here there's a knock at the door. So they're trying to get out, get away, and start going after these guys, but they don't want anybody to know about this stuff. There's Cosmic Girl's aunt coming to the door, her own namesake, Aunt Imra, and they sneak out the back window, avoiding neighbors who might see them leaving. And then they have to go someplace to meet up with Cosmic Boy. Meanwhile, here's the Time Trapper in his own headquarters somewhere in time. He's very mean and cruel to his own people. His own henchmen are terribly frightened of him. Here, in this case, he's saying, I don't want anything to happen to that baby. Make sure he's happy. I don't want him squalling all night. Yes, sir. We'll keep him satisfied. So he's asleep. So here they are, sneaking in into the Time Institute. So they're sneaking in, and they meet up with a friend of theirs who works there. Oh, we need your help. You can't ask any questions. We need to get access to such and such a time machine. He says, no, I can't do that. Well, meanwhile, Lightning Lass, she's trying to call. Can't get a hold of anybody. Something's not right. She's sure of that. So there they go. Trying to convince him to help him, but I can't. Especially if I don't know. Yada, yada, yada. So they kind of zap him. Knock him out. And then use a holo image projector, and Cosmic Boy takes on his identity. So then they're tootling right through the college, the Time Institute. Just act like you belong here. Here's the thing, the Time Cube. Must have been before they had the Time Spheres. It's old, out of date, yada, yada, yada. But we can't really get in there. The guard wants to stop them. Sorry, even they're with me. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are. I know who you are. While the guard's distracted, the others get in. They start energizing the gizmo. Cosmic Boy knocks aside the guard, hops in the machine, and they're off. Now they are criminals, because what they've done is illegal. And they're zipping through time, lamenting, so, well, there's not much difference between us and some of the villains we fought. So yeah, but we've got, when we're done, if we come through this okay, we'll ask for forgiveness later. And they zap into this time period. They must have been informed beforehand. This is where they need to go. And obviously, it's a trap. It is the future or an alternate timeline in which Earth is pretty much trashed, and there is even the Legion headquarters trashed, and they're suddenly under attack. Boom! By goons from the Time Trapper. Yep, they knew it was a trap. Chasing. Where's he going? I can't find him. And there's a bunch of them right around the corner. She can tell with her psychic powers, and he uses his electric powers, zaps him. But that was a trap too. He blew up his own people just to trap the Legionnaires. And then it's gas, boom, and now they are prisoners. They take them to a ship. Said, I don't want anything to happen to them. Not one scratch on their bodies. Ooh, see, his crony is very nervous about this. And they take off to his headquarters, and they are in cocoons, keeping them in suspended animation or comatose. And now the time trapper is content. He said, and then there were two, so we don't know what's going to happen. And there's the baby sleeping peacefully behind them. Oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? We don't know yet, and I don't know, except in the end, of course, the Legionnaires win. We know that much. Now, the art is Ernie Cullen. I was never as thrilled with his artwork for this. I mean, he did a great job. Good artist. Great job at storytelling. But for this kind of stuff, I just didn't care for his artwork nearly as well. And I liked his work on Amethyst. I really liked his work on Amethyst and on Iraq. Although I like Tony DeZuniga better on Iraq. But he did a fine job. Good storytelling. Good visual storytelling. It's nice and dramatic. The pacing in this is a little slow. There isn't much action, of course, in this particular issue. It was probably a decent story. Overall, I'm trying to remember because I read the whole thing. But as I said, it's a decent story. Probably not spectacular. Not spectacular, and it's also not my favorite Ernie Cullen art. It's quite adequate. It is quite adequate. Good storytelling. But I'm not my favorite. So that's about all I've got for Legionnaires 3. Thank you for joining me. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Do you like the Legion of Superheroes? Are they your favorites? To many fans, including a friend of mine, they are his favorites. And they're just not my favorites. But I have no problem with them overall. So thank you very much. And remember, comics are art.